It is cold out here. And I just got out here only to realize something absolutely crazy. Look at that right there. My piece of square tube ain't straight. Look at it. It's crooked. I've been sold a crooked piece of square tube. Ah, it's hardly even noticeable. I was just looking at it and then I noticed, shit, it's crooked. What on earth? So, in the middle of getting handrails ready and everything set up, I get a phone call. Get up here and double check. I get a phone call from a truck driver. He's down in Raleigh. He's saying, yeah, the extension cord, spool gun, welder, everything like that. Alright, down in Raleigh, saying that he's got a aluminum air tank. Shut up. Whatever. Close that door. Shut up. Saying, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, he was saying that he got a air tank that done blown up or got a hole in it. So heading down to Raleigh right now to get that dealt with, because that's an emergency. These handrails, I already texted all the information and everything to my employee who's showing up here in a little bit. He's going to take over the handrails while I'm gone dealing with this emergency. This is the part that hurts so much, filling up this big old damn truck. Ugh. I hate every minute of it. Always check your oil when filling up. Alright. I ran pretty low. Should be putting at least 15 gallons in here. 17-gallon tank. And I'm going to throw some in the Champion Elite up here too, while we're at it. Well, 14. It don't like this tank. A couple seconds. At least 15. Come on. And it's not very far when your truck only gets 10 miles to the gallon. It kind of hurts a little. Let me get every bit that I can. We got. Yay. That's all. Now we're all GPS'd up here. Gassed up and GPS'd up. Alright. Here we go. The gas cap back on now. Durr. Better make sure, yeah, the gas cap on the Champion Elite back on too. I just had to double check and make sure. Oh, let Mr. Jordan's heating and cooling go first. You don't need a blending of my Ford truck and his Chevy van. Nice guys. So if anybody's familiar with this area at all of North Carolina, 401 and US 1 are the two main corridors. There are two main corridors down to Raleigh, and we can hitch a couple roads around Raleigh. We couple roads around Raleigh and get out towards Smithfield and Knightdale, which is a couple bedroom communities for Raleigh. Now this actual section of 401 out here, they're getting ready to turn into 4 lanes. As you can see by the construction, it's going to be 4 lanes literally up to my house. And I live about a mile from 401, so it's going to be pretty neat. I'm actually very excited to see the construction that's going to get done. Well, you know, this truck does real good, especially the new overload springs. You know, we're cruising 65 right now. We're at 65 miles an hour, and I ain't even at half pedal. I'm also going downhill. I'm going to be full pedal to get up the hill, which I'm coming to a stop anyway. Be fun. And the truck still brakes well, even with all this stuff on there. So, for those people who are saying, oh, you can't make a welding rig out of an F-150, I beg to differ. I've done it, and I'm doing it right now, and it's doing pretty good. No complaints. Oh, there we go. We got the going through. Now I have to use granny gear to get rolling. I was on this hill, I almost stalled using second. This old T18. Continue straight here instead of turn off, that would take me straight to Lizard Lick. Thank God we're not going that way. And this horse farm right here is actually the horse farm I learned to ride at. Believe it or not, I was a dressage rider. I know. I bet nobody saw that. I was an English dressage rider, and I had a Mustang. Okay, y'all probably saw that I had a Mustang. But, you know, but I did dressage. I bet nobody saw that. I bet half my viewers don't even know what the hell that is. So guys, just finished that aluminum job up here and waiting to get paid, and in the process another job showed up. It's crazy how things go, you know. Oh, here he comes right now. Alright, and what's so crazy, he just paid me. I didn't want to put him on camera, but yeah, good old fresh Ben Franklin. I love me some pretty old Ben Franklins with a little blue stripe on them. But you know, freaking this job came from Russ, who is a nuclear pipe welder, and this next job that I've just called in and started looking into everything, that came from Noah. And actually the handrails I'm working on back at the shop came from Noah too. That's how busy things are. That these are welders in my area. Russ is in Knightdale, Noah's in Garner, and I'm in Lewisburg. These are places we all go back and forth. We are all in the same competitive area, but there's so much welding work that we're passing work around. That's just how much work there is right now. So why I said, and I'm so serious about, guys, don't burn bridges. You know, these welders, you want to be friends with these welders, because you know when they got stuff they can't do, I'm hungry like I'm hungry like I'm gonna kill somebody right now. Hungry, I tell you what. But I'm hungry like I'm gonna murder somebody. I'm going to Popeyes right up the street here, because I'm in Knightdale right now, and they got a Popeyes. Of all the places, freaking Knightdale has a Popeyes. I love Popeyes. Lewisburg ain't got a Popeyes, but Knightdale does. That's because Knightdale Knightdale's got everything. They got a Target and a Walmart. But you know you're something special when you got a Target, Walmart, and Best Buy. You are a big town. And Knightdale's got all that. And in Raleigh, to get to the Raleigh Best Buy and the Raleigh Best Buy and all of that, it ain't even 30 minutes. I'm not even kidding. It's like 15 minutes into Raleigh. But they still got one out here. It's the craziest thing in the world. It is the craziest thing in the world. And I hate this intersection. It make me go out onto the main road here. But yeah, I've said this in my other videos. Don't burn bridges because it'll come back to bite you. You don't want to be bad. You don't want to have a bad rap with other welders. You want to be their friend, right? So that's why I'm all about, being friendly to the other local welders and all of that. Because there comes a time where you don't have a lot of work and they may be swamped and they're like, hey, can you take care of this? Can you take care of that? And these people wind up being your friends. And you learn stuff from them. Hey, they may learn something from you. It's great. It's fantastic. I don't directly work for any of them. I still get to run my business, but we all, whenever one of them needs help, I'm right there to help them. And, if I need help, I'm sure, one of them, if they got the time, will come and help me, So now we have, it's a good working relationship. You want to keep that with the local welders as much as possible. Some welders around here are going to be buttholes. My father-in-law's one. I don't work with him at all whatsoever. He would refuse to work with me. So the feeling's kind of mutual between me and him. But there's some welders who are going to be buttholes for other reasons. They ain't going to like the fact you're their competition. Or, they've been doing it forever and a day. How dare you show up and suddenly just decide to start welding? Stuff like that. I mean, that is... anything like that. Oh, there goes a welding truck. A nice one. Got a Lincoln Ranger 225 on the back. But... yeah, like I said, keep them, be their friend. Don't be a butthole, and be humble. You don't know everything. I don't know everything. You keep a humble attitude about you. And I see how some of these old timers have gotten really turned away from just the startup guys. But there are some startup guys I bet who they fail in the first year, and most of it's really because their attitude. They really go into it gung-ho. I'm the biggest, baddest there is. Nobody can get in my way. Da 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 da. And all of that. And I kind of had a little bit of that when I first started. Now here I am. I've really found out working with other welders where I'm at. And I'm not the best. I'm nowhere near the best. I have a lot that I need to learn still. But it's the learning process. I love the process. I want everybody, we're at Popeyes, I want everybody to see the learning process. I want everybody to see, yeah, there's phases to this, and you'll learn and grow as you move on. This isn't overnight. You're not, bam, overnight, some badass pipeline welder. It doesn't happen. I'm probably never going to be a pipeline welder. That's just not what I go for. I want to run my own little business right here in my own little town of, I guess, Raleigh. I can't say Lewisburg because I'm all over Raleigh. So I'll just say my little town of Raleigh, if you will. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to run my business in my little town of Raleigh. And, I'm happy with less than $100,000 a year. I don't need $150,000 a year doing pipe and all that. I just want to have a little happy, humble welding business, make enough money to live off of, make enough money to paint my truck. What's crazy is all get out. Just being out here on the road like I am right now. I mean, this place really is where I grew up. Lewisburg, Knightdale, Raleigh, this is where I grew up. I mean, the horse farm
imagine what would be going through someone's head out like